Hi guys, ignore how messy it is in here, but we finally have our closet put in now, and I'm going to show you what it looks like now that it's been 8 months since we moved in, and I've been living out of a box of clothes for 8 months. Now my maternity stuff is out, it's all packed away, so now I can finally hang up all my clothes and have all of them, so it's gonna be really nice. Okay, here's what it looks like. And I could technically do another panel like this one over here on this wall, which I probably will do eventually. But for right now, I just want to see how many clothes I can actually get in here. I do have way too many clothes than I actually need. And we also have to get some more of these little hooks to put these drawers in. There will be drawers there. And it extends that way too. And I'll probably do a panel there too, or like a safe or something else. Shoe organization, something like that. But yeah, here's what it looks like. And I'm so excited to finally have all of my clothes be able to be hung up. I haven't had a closet in 6 years because our cabin also didn't have closets. I just had like clothing racks on wheels. So now I have an actual closet and I can hang up all my clothes and like actually see everything and have access to all my maternity stuff because I am getting to the point where nothing is fitting except for sweatsuits and yoga pants. I might do a before and after of what it looks like after all the clothes are in there and it's organized and clean, but that's what it looks like right now. 8 months in the making. We've had this closet stuff in our garage for like 4 or 5 months now because of the gallbladder stuff, the surgeries, the pregnancy, everything else that's happened. But I'm really excited and I will get to work on that tomorrow. Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick update, little clip in here because it's been a while since I recorded anything. The last clip that I remember recording was getting our closet put in, and I am happy to report that all of our clothes and everything that needs to be in the closet is in there, hung up, organized, unpacked, the full nine. It's working quite nicely for us. Elijah did have to like wood glue the top of it because I guess like the way it was manufactured, the top part wasn't like attached to the wall, and so the weight of the clothes was pulling the rack down and then it would fall apart. So yeah, anyway, he fixed that, and it's looking quite nice now and it's very functional, which is awesome. Also tonight is the impending snow apocalypse that is supposed to happen in our area. So I have done everything that I possibly can to prepare ourselves for that. We are living in a new area for me specifically, so I'm a little bit anxious about being in an unfamiliar territory with the snow and the ice. Elijah has lived here before in this area that we moved to, so he is quite confident that we won't experience very many adverse effects from the snowstorm, ice storm that we're supposed to get. He's confident that if we lose power, it'll be for a short amount of time and we probably won't lose power. So I don't know, I'm just holding out hope that he's correct, and I don't want it to be as bad as everyone is saying it will be. Aside from that, we have everything charged. I did all the laundry. We went to the grocery store. We've got heaters. We've got extra blankets, things set aside, so I have prepared for that. But I'm a little bit nervous because my anatomy scan is in less than a week, and I don't know if, depending on how bad this storm is, it will get canceled or moved. I don't know, because I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Knoxville in less than a week if we get as much ice as they're predicting, ice and snow. I don't know. As of the day that I'm recording this, it is January 24th. It's after midnight. So I am officially 20 weeks and 1 day pregnant. And I am happy to report that the Bongesta, which is the extended release Unisom B6 combo, seems to be working for me now. I am experiencing some nausea, but it's definitely not as bad as it was before I started taking the Bongesta. And before it kicked in, it took about a week to kick in. So I was still relying on Zofran for that period of time, but I am happy to report that I'm having much less nausea now, and it seems like I'm able to enjoy food better, which is kind of the same way I was with Alora, but later in my pregnancy, like probably around 22-ish weeks, when it finally kicked in and I was able to enjoy food. So I'm happy that it happened around 19 weeks rather than 22, but we are back up to pre-pregnancy weight and not a pound more, so we're back to where we started. Now, eventually, I will start gaining actual baby weight, which I will probably just lose when I have the baby, same way I was with Alora. So that's where we're at now. Like I said, my appointment is in less than a week, so we will get the anatomy scan and we'll get the details on baby boy, measurements, things like that, make sure he's all good, which I am very excited about because we have not seen him since I was 8 weeks and 5 days pregnant. So it's been quite a while since I had an ultrasound. Aside from that, it seems like the workload is going to be a little bit busy because I was trying to prep some extra videos in case we did lose power, which I have done, but I don't know if I lose power if they will automatically post or not, or if I'll have to have internet connection for them to post. So I'm hoping that I can do that from my phone if we lose power and Wi-Fi. Hopefully. But I am scheduled out quite a bit. Also, people were asking in the live if I got a haircut. I did, but it was about 5 weeks ago, and I'm really not sure how I feel about it. I'm honestly thinking about just growing them out again, so we'll see. I do want to post updated videos of the nursery and Alora's room because we did get both of those rooms painted, and we have the stickers that are going to go on each of the walls, but I'm not sure if I want to wait until it's a full finished reveal to post any of that, so I might wait and hold off on those clips until both rooms are done, just to kind of get the full effect of what we've done in there. But aside from that, that's really all I have to report on. I guess I'll come back after my anatomy scan, hopefully if it's next week like it's supposed to be, and we'll just see if I have to go back in for another anatomy scan because I did with Alora. She was not cooperative during the first one, so I had to go in again at 24 weeks for another anatomy scan. So we'll know hopefully by next week if we will need to do that. We've picked out his crib, we just need to order it. We need to pick out a matching dresser to go along with that, which hopefully we will get done here in the next couple of weeks. I would like to go ahead and order his crib just to have it put together, but I want to get his room stickered first. We also got floating shelves for baby boy and Alora's room, so we can put up some little stuffed animals and trinkets and little books and stuff. Aside from that, I also ordered my breast pump, so that will be here in a couple of days, and really from here on out, after we get the furniture, it's just small things that I would like to repurchase that I used when I was pregnant and after I had Alora. That's really all I have to update on. I suppose I will come back after my anatomy scan and give an update, and I'll let you guys know how the storm went too, because I'm a little bit nervous and I don't really know what to expect living out here for the first time, but I think I've done all the preparing that I could possibly do. So I'm confident that hopefully that will hold strong, and we'll see how it goes. All right, today is the 27th of January, and my parents are going to take Alora today, so we're going to go to Walmart and look at their crib furniture, and we're also going to look for some room decor, curtains, things like that for both rooms, so we can finish up both rooms over there. My anatomy scan is tomorrow, so we're going to go over and see baby boy tomorrow, hopefully get some good pictures of him and make sure everything's developing as it should. Aside from that, that's really the only thing I have going on today, but I will try to record the progression of how we set up both bedrooms. The only thing that needs to be done in Alora's room is the stickers, as well as her crib, the front of her crib. We need to transition that. But aside from that, her room is pretty much done. I do need to get a closet organizer for her toys in the bottom of her closet. We're gonna pick out a crib. If they have the one we like, we might end up going with it today and just buying it and either taking it home or just having it shipped here so we can put it together and be done with that. We also have the floating shelves for both of the bedrooms, which we're gonna probably do this week with applying the stickers to the wall. So I will try to get that on video and the progression of how the rooms are looking and things like that for the main video about the nursery decoration and baby boy's room, and also Alora's big girl room. But that's what we're doing today and tomorrow, and I'm really excited, and we'll hopefully do ultrasound pictures tomorrow. Hi guys, I wanted to pop on here real quick and could just kind of give a quick update as to what's been going on. So I wanted to update about the anatomy scan. So we had the anatomy scan 2 days ago now, and everything that they could see looked perfectly fine. Same with Alora, they couldn't see everything that they needed to see. So I will have to go back in 4 weeks for a second anatomy scan and see if he turns and positions himself so that we can see everything that we need to. But as far as what they did see, they said his brain looks good, his heart looks good, he has all fingers, all toes, his arms and legs look good. He's measuring, some parts of him are measuring almost 2 weeks ahead. For the average, he's measuring about 4 days ahead, so he's already 14 ounces, pretty big boy. Doing good, heart rate was good, fluid was good, cervix looks good, so everything else looks good. So we're excited to go back and see him again, and hopefully the things that they see continue to look good. And yeah, we're getting more snow right now. So we're in like this little second little polar vortex that's coming down out of the east and hitting us with about 2 to 5 inches of snow. And right now we have probably about an inch outside on our back porch. So it's definitely more than we got last time. The last storm kind of fizzled out on us, and we really just got, for the most part, we got freezing rain and sleet in the early parts of the storm, and then we got rain, and then we got maybe a quarter of an inch of snow, which melted in like 2 days. So it really wasn't too crazy for the most part. This one is supposed to impact us a lot more, so we're supposed to get a lot more heavy snow this time around, and then it's supposed to be cold once again, so it doesn't look like it's going to be melting anytime soon. And then they're predicting more snow or like mixed wintry mix on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, so it doesn't look like the cold is going to be letting up any at all whatsoever. I also did my half-baked photos today, which I will try to insert, as well as insert some of the footage from the anatomy scan that we did get, so I can show you that baby boy is looking very good. And they also did confirm that he is a boy. I will not show that because I didn't show potty shots with Alora's ultrasound either, but yes, we confirmed that he is a boy. But aside from that, we did make a lot of progress on the nursery and Alora's room. So we got mostly all the stickers put up in baby boy's room. We got the shelves put up, and we also got some decorations for his shelves, and we also ordered his crib and his dressers. So those should be here first week of February, I believe. And then we'll have to put them together. I also got 2 closet organizers for both of the kids' closets because I wanted to do a toy organization and rotation with Laura's toys for the bottom of her closet. So we got that. We just need to put it together. And Elora, we got her 2 shelves put up. We got decorations for her shelves, and the only thing left to do is put up her stickers. And we're still trying to decide if we want to go ahead and transition her from a crib to a toddler bed. So we're kind of just waiting because she's in kind of a sleep regression phase right now, and she's also being quite the menace. So definitely a lot of tantrums and 2-year-old classic things. So we're trying to decide if we want to do that now or if we want to wait a little bit. She's also showing more interest in potty training too, so we're trying to kind of decide where our options, what we want to do first and when we want to do it. So I suppose I will update you guys more on baby boy after the second anatomy scan, and also hopefully do a finished nursery tour and big girl room tour for Alora's room. We're making good progress on that, so I'm hoping that will be mostly done by next month. Hopefully I can put together a quick video for you guys and go ahead and post it up, but that's all the updates I have for right now. I'll see you guys later. Hi guys, it's been a while since I made a video. I am currently 25 weeks and 2 days pregnant with baby boy, and I wanted to do a quick update because I have a lot of things going on. So first, I don't think I ever made an update video about the first anatomy scan that I had done at 20 weeks and 5 days. So this is that ultrasound. Everything that they could see looked perfect. They were unable to see, I believe, the hands, the feet, the spine, and different angles of the heart in the first anatomy scan. So I had to go back at 24 weeks to try to image those things. And so I went back at 24 weeks and 5 days, and all of those things also looked perfect, so he's doing fine. There were certain parts that were measuring about 2 weeks ahead, like for example his head circumference, but there were other parts that were measuring like a couple days ahead, a week ahead. So on average he was measuring about 4 days ahead of my due date at the 20-week anatomy scan. So he is, I would say, probably closer to on track with where Laura was also measuring, because she was also measuring big for her gestational age at 20 weeks, and she was almost 9 pounds. So I'm kind of assuming that baby boy will also be a big baby, granted, given that he comes around the same gestation that Laura did. So we will see. The main thing that's different about this pregnancy is that baby boy has been breech both times that I've gone to get an anatomy scan. And I think he's been breech for a while, just based on where I'm feeling movement. So he seems to be very comfortable being frank breech, unfortunately. So he does have about 5 weeks right now to turn, but if he is still breech at 35 weeks, then we will highly consider just going in for a cesarean, which is something I kind of wanted to avoid, but at the same time I knew it was a possibility when I got pregnant, and I've had a couple weeks to kind of accept that as a possibility, as a real possibility. So I am content with it if that is what needs to happen, but I kind of hope that he flips. There's positives and negatives about it, because from one angle it's like, do I want to do what I did with Laura again and labor for 30 hours and push for 3.5 and tear and all the things, or do I just want to say, okay, this date, this time, I'm having a baby? But then I have to deal with the recovery, and it's a recovery that I do not have experience with. So there's positives and negatives in my mind to it, but I don't really have much control over it either way. I don't think I want to deliver a frank breech baby, and he's really been sideways for the majority of it too, so I don't know. The most I can do is hope that he flips head down and just kind of see and go from there. But that's the main difference. Aside from that, the ultrasound pictures look like a copy paste of Elora, basically. It looks like the exact same baby. Just different positioning. So he's very active. I feel him multiple times a day, all day, every day. Elora was the same way, except my placenta is anterior this time, so it's on the front of my stomach, of my uterus. So a lot of his movements are kind of deafened by the placenta being in the way, but I can still feel a whole lot. The only other thing with that is that Elijah can't feel a whole lot because the placenta is kind of in the way. So he's really only begun to be able to feel large movements like maybe the past week or two. So the other thing that has complicated this pregnancy specifically is that you may notice when I speak, but I'm extremely out of breath. I've been out of breath since maybe 18 or 19 weeks, like to the point where my adrenaline spikes up involuntarily because I feel like I cannot get a good breath. It's not necessarily that I'm so big that I can't breathe, it's that I feel like there's not enough oxygen in the air to breathe. It feels like the air is thin. I brought that up at my 20-week anatomy scan appointment, that I was short of breath and I was having heart palpitations and really just not able to be active at this point in my pregnancy, which is definitely not typical for me. So I brought that up, and they advised me to just eat more protein, eat more lean meat, drink more water, and I did all of that, and that didn't work. So I called again 2 weeks later and said, hey, these suggestions are not working. I'm still really out of breath, and I'm feeling really weak and dizzy and faint, and I think something's wrong with me. And they're like, oh, okay, well, just start on iron supplements and we'll see you in 2 weeks for your 24-week anatomy scan. And I was like, okay. I have a family history of iron deficiency anemia, so I kind of knew that's where this was going. So I was a little bit frustrated that they did not seem to have any sense of urgency in the matter when I kind of explained that those are the symptoms I was having. So at my 24-week appointment, I once again brought it up. They once again just did the finger pulse ox. That looks fine. We'll do some lab work. Well, turns out the lab work shows that I obviously have iron deficiency anemia. Duh. I'm also vitamin B12 deficient, vitamin D deficient, all the things, and that obviously explains why I can't stay awake past 7:30 at night on most nights. I can't walk around without feeling like I'm gonna pass out. I can't, my legs are restless all the time. I have heart palpitations. I'm out of breath. I can't talk without feeling out of breath, let alone get up and go to the bathroom without seeing stars. It's wild. So I am now on 45 milligrams of iron supplements twice per day, plus the iron that's already in my prenatal. So it's about 117 milligrams per day, plus vitamin C to help me absorb that to the fullest extent, plus vitamin B12, plus vitamin D3, plus Bongesta, because if I even miss it by an hour, I start feeling nauseous again. Yeah, all the things. I'm on like a million supplements at this point. So that's definitely complicating things and making this pregnancy really hard to enjoy because I cannot be active, like really at all. And I do feel bigger, just it being a subsequent pregnancy, I do feel like I got bigger faster, but that's not the reason I am so out of breath. It's mainly because I am iron deficient and B12 deficient and D3 deficient. So yeah. Been on the supplements for 4 days and I'm really just hoping that they work soon, because if not, then I'm gonna have to go the infusion route, which I don't know if that would be a more immediate solution or if that would be a worse outcome, but I don't know. And I don't know how this affects the delivery plans either. So yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks. Not to mention, my cabinet drawer fell apart last night and the front of the drawer fell on my toe and has severely bruised my entire foot. So that also is hindering my ability to walk. It's great. Yeah. Aside from that, we're working on the nursery. We picked out his first name. His nursery is mostly done. We've been working on Alora's room. It is mostly done. I've ordered a few more stickers to finish that decoration accent wall. So we'll be finishing that soon. I've also booked a 3D/4D ultrasound, the same place that I did with Alora, for April 1st, which I will be almost 30 weeks pregnant. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a good picture of him. He'll be in a good position. If he's still Frank Breach, then who knows? Anyway, it's March 1st, so things are becoming real. Here shortly, I will have less than 100 days left of this pregnancy, which is crazy to me. Yeah, definitely feeling rather large. It's hard for me to stand on my tippy toes because my foot is so bruised. Yeah, it's a lot. Aside from that, I believe we're gonna plan my baby sprinkle just here at our house for probably the first week of April, because Elijah's dad will be in town from travel nursing that week. So we're hoping that he'll be able to attend that, and I will be, I believe, 31 weeks pregnant-ish, which is around the same time that I had my baby shower with Alora, but I had it in Indiana, where my family is originally from. So this time we'll just be having just a little party here in Tennessee, and not expecting people to bring a whole bunch of stuff because we have a lot of stuff already. Really the only thing we need to get is baby toys. I donated all of Alora's baby toys, like little baby toys, except for a few teethers and a few like homemade things that my mom made. And then also clothes for him. So like I donated all of my baby clothes. Not that he would be able to wear a lot of them because Alora is a girl, but I donated all of my newborn clothes, baby clothes. So we will have to get him some sleepers and things to wear. Also, he will be born in June rather than September, so he will need summer things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Aside from that, we'll have to get like just basic things for the nursery. I want to get a mirror for in there. I want to get a hamper, a rug, a new changing table, a rocking chair for his room because we still use the one that's in Alora's room now. But aside from that, we've already purchased his crib. It needs a mattress, but we have the crib. We purchased his dresser and we got his closet all set up too because the closets in this house came completely bare. So he does have a closet. He does have plenty of like from 12 months to like 4T stuff that was hand-me-down from cousins. So all of that is packed away for until he needs. But we still have the pack and play, the bassinet, a couple of rockers. We've still got a newborn car seat. We still got the newborn stroller that goes with the car seat. We've still got pretty much all of Alora's big things. Playpen, rolling mat, things like that, tummy time mat. So we'll just have to get a few odd and end things here and there. Obviously diapers, wipes, creams, postpartum things for me. But I feel like we're making pretty good progress. I did order his name sign. We got that hung up in his room. His walls are painted. The stickers are on the wall. The shelving stuff is on the wall. Photos are on the wall. So it's pretty much decorated, minus the other big things that I need to get for in there. It has curtains, it's got blinds. Pretty much everything in there is done. I need to finish up a few things and then do the video on the nursery reveal, and then also Alora's room, which is also almost done. But it already had all the stuff in there anyway. So that's what's been going on over here. It has been kind of chaotic, and I honestly was putting off making an update until I knew the results of my blood work, which I've been waiting for now for like 5 or 6 weeks since I first told them I was having symptoms of anemia. So I kind of wanted to wait to see what the outcome of that would be. But I think hopefully I'm on the right track now with the right supplements, and hopefully they will start making a difference, because it's really annoying for me not to be able to like go on a walk with Alora and Elijah when they go, or go to the grocery store without feeling like I'm gonna pass out, or sit in the car without panicking because I feel like I can't breathe. So that would be nice. Hopefully they start working soon. I guess I will come back with another update at my next appointment, which is my glucose test at 28 weeks. And I think they're gonna redraw labs to check my vitamin levels then too. So we will hopefully have an update by then, if not sooner, if they don't work in the meantime. So we'll see. That's pretty much all I have to update you guys on. I will hopefully compile all these videos together so that everything makes sense, and I will see you guys in the next one.